Okay, so tonight's topic is how to have a fulfilling relationship despite PTSD, CPTSD. So I guess I would approach this as having a fulfilling relationship with anyone in life. The same things are needed, whether it be a friend or a partner. There has to be open communication at all times. There needs to be trust and loyalty. All of the things that make up a basic relationship. So what's your input on that?
Well, me, I think that, you've got to have boundaries as well, right? And by that, I mean that, like, just to protect yourself, because when you're in a relationship and unless your partner has got PTSD as well and gets it when you're going through that rough time, then you have to kind of find ways of communicating or not communicating or doing something so they know. Don't give you an hard time, just let you ride it out, or go through if you need to lie down or whether you just need to be on your own, you don't want to talk. You don't have to explain it every time. You don't have to go up to them and say, excuse me, darling, I'm having a really rough day. Can you leave me alone, please? You don't want to have to say that, right? You don't have to make excuses for how you feel, right?
Right.
You need that person to just get it, look at you, and don't give you an hard time, all right? Be gentle with how they approach you. Yeah, and what they say, that's the first thing that goes off of me. Everything else I agree with. All the trust really is massive, and how insecure we all are, right? But, generally, people who haven't got PTSD have got trust issues, right, quite easily. So
right.
Major player in it, in it. You know what I mean?
So I would agree with you about having the boundaries in place. Like, I've been with for a very long time, and I don't have to tell him, leave me alone. He can see by my body language and he knows when not to bother me and to stop arguing with me. And I think when you have a partner for a longer period of time that has been aware of your story and, knows why you have PTSD and those triggers, that at the end of the day, they don't have it, they don't understand, but they should respect the fact that you have it, and that, there's a need and a strong desire to have some alone time, and also to be able to interact with groups like these where we do have the support of people that get it.
Yeah, that's a tough one for partners as well. When we've spent a lot of time in a PTSD group, and we feel we can talk easier amongst people with PTSD because we know they just get it, right? So we can be more open with them. So our partners kind of suffer as well because they think, well, you can't talk to me, but you can talk to them, which is understandable, right? But it's like, that's the way it is. It's like about, I've said it 1,000 times, it's like a woman trying to describe what it was like to give birth. Well, if she's talking to somebody who's already done that, then they'll be talking for ages, right? And they'll be there for each other, talking about stuff, right? But if they're talking to a man, he can be understanding, but he'll never understand. He won't get it.
Right. Right.
He's had a kidney stone. Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy that. As that being bad, because the baby's head is pretty large, isn't it, Kim? Yeah, that's way bigger than a kidney stone.
What is going on tonight? What's happening? What is going on?
Yeah. I'm interested in if Zoom users got anything he or she'd like to type.
Communication is the best thing in a relationship, and also finding someone who understands how you're feeling. You need someone who respects you and the way that you are and not take things too literally. You need someone with patience and trust and understand who you are as a person, and also be willing to give you space and time that you need. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Zoom user. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
We lost some people.
I know, I wish Shane was here. You're welcome, Zoom users. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, well, we need Shane. Well, I don't know, what about Kim? Have you got anything to add on to that, Kim?
I don't know what's going on with myself tonight.
Okay, don't worry.
Oh, brilliant, Zoom user. She said she would speak, but she'll wake up her guinea pigs. That's fine.
I don't know. I'm not there tonight.
Is there anything that your partner does or friends do, despite the fact that we've said that they should understand that we have different needs? Is there anything that they continue to do, whether intentionally or unintentionally, that triggers you and it might feel like it's an attack, or they should already know that we're that way? Do you still find respect issues even if you're in a loving relationship from time to time or frequently? Or
for me, now I would say my partner works really hard with this now. Really understanding and really considerate. Yeah, but it was a learning process, and so we did have lots of arguments and times
in the
where I
beginning,
just, you know, felt like I was just going nuts with it and just, yeah, having a go and all that kind of thing, complaining.
and do you feel that we should feel, what's the word, guilty, I guess, about maybe not spending as much time with them and going to these groups because we're supported? Or do you think that we should not feel guilty because that's part of our self-care and healing and talking to people who understand it?
I think we should understand how it affects our partners. But for
Say
me,
that one more time.
I said I think we should be understanding about how it affects our partners and how much we push them out.
Yes.
I mean, my partner's really good because she knows that it's not only me coming on here for support, it's me coming on here to support, and it's become a big part of my life and a passion for me.
Right.
And she understands that, you know. And
Steve as well.
even tonight we were going to spend time together, and then somebody came up online and said they were having a really bad time, and I kind of felt bad at like approving the post and then not really hardly replying in any decent way. All I could say was like, you know, I can talk to you in a couple of hours. But then my partner jumped in and said, you know what, if that person's struggling now, I don't mind, it's okay, you deal with them, you know? And so then I was able to say, look, if you're having a rough time, message me now, PM me now. And so that's pretty fantastic, really. You know, that's I'm really thankful for that.
He fully supports what I do too, and he doesn't give me any about, you know, when I'm having groups or how often. He just knows that I'm doing it. Zoom user said, just a moment, and I see you have your hand up, Kim. I will get to you.
Yeah.
She just said, mental health is the most important thing ever, and if someone loves you enough, they'll respect whatever you have to do to save someone's life or to step in and help them with their current struggle, like if they're feeling overwhelmed or they're having a meltdown or they feel like they're spinning out, you know, to be there for one another.
Yeah, I wonder what Zoom user thinks about the thing of as his or her partner ever felt pushed out by the fact that you would go and seek help in a support group for yourself, as opposed to speaking to them about it.
First, she's just said everybody needs help at some point in life. Very true. And I think she's indicated by what she said that she does have a loving, supporting partner or support system. Kim?
Right, it's a message from the same user. when they ask me what's wrong or tell me it's all going to be okay, it drives me insane because half of the time I don't know, and when you're feeling low, it doesn't feel like it's going to be okay.
All right, I've got another one from Zoom News as well that says persuade her to get the help. He hates seeing how hurt and broken I am inside, and he'll push me to do absolutely anything to get the help. You know, that's proper.
That's amazing, and that's how it should be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if we do get into an argument at some points, he's seen everything I've been through. Yes, so is mine. We've been together 16 years, married for 13 on my birthday, which is also my wedding anniversary, May 2nd. So that's a long time. And despite some of the issues that I deal with daily, lifetime, he knows all of it, and he has supported me even when I was bipolar and we found out all of that stuff. It was very difficult, but we stuck together, and I know that he understands, and that to a certain point, he hasn't been through it, but he understands the hell that I've lived, and that, you know, therapy is important, this is important, helping others is important. So he fully supports me. My question is, in all relationships, there's going to be arguments or fights about, you know, things that could be related to this. Right. She said he knows that even when I say some hurtful things, like I used to say, I didn't want to be with him anymore. He knew I didn't mean it, and he loves me unconditionally. Yes. So things like that, where we might have come out as angry, or, you know, how it gets with CPTSD. We get angered easily, we get triggered easily, and we don't know what the triggers are going to be from day to day. One day you could say, and I know Brett hates this one, "Hi, how are you?" And it could be fine one day, and then the next day it could be a trigger. And that's because our triggers, some of them we know about, some of them are going to come on and we don't even know it's a trigger, and some of them we're going to learn more and more of them and figure out why it's a trigger, and then try and cope with it. So as we know them, learn them, okay, she has split personality disorder, so it's constant change for him. Yes, and I am also ultra radiant rapid cycling bipolar. So there's a saying, Jen, you might get a kick out of this, or I have a meme with the Joker, and it says, I have 14 personalities, spin the wheel, which means you don't know what you're going to get, and you kind of have to accept it when you love someone, that there's going to be ups and downs, there's going to be mood swings. You love that. I love it too. Because it's true. We don't know when we're going to react differently, you know? So that's kind of them loving us and understanding us and accepting us and staying with us despite those things. And when we do flip out, sometimes they accept it well, sometimes they don't. She says she has a personality for each day of the week, and she doesn't even know what that will be like. I would agree with you 100% on that. And I think even people that maybe don't have the additional struggles that Jen and I face, I'm sure Brett and Kim, that your moods probably change without you even knowing it or understanding it. And it could happen minute to minute, day to day, hour to hour, week to week. We just don't know. Do you guys find that true?
All the time, every single day of my life.
I went out with a girl once, and years ago, and she said to me, like, being with you is like being with 12 different people at once, and I'll never know which I'm going to get, you know? And I know that I'm not in that I'm not in the extremes like that anymore, but You know, I have a lot of mood swings where I just need to be left alone to just let myself swing and get through it and carry on, you know.
We don't even know what it is sometimes. Like, why am I happy 1 minute? Why am I sad? Why am I crying? Why am I this? Why? And the important thing to remember about that is we don't have to explain our feelings. Feelings are feelings and they're validated. What we can do and what we do have control over is changing our thought pattern and how we react to something. That can be changed, but your feelings don't need an explanation. You know, I feel angry. You don't have to explain why. Me too. I hate that I cried for no reason and I never have a valid reason. On that, I will say this. When you cry, and I do it all the time, and I used to constantly question myself, why am I crying? I don't even know what the hell I'm crying about. It could be a commercial on TV that set me off. It could be, I just don't know. So and it's still a struggle, but what I try to do is not question, why am I crying? Just to accept I'm crying for a reason and I need to let it out and just let it go. And kind of get out of your mind about why, and just accept, okay, my body's doing this. Maybe I've bottled things up for too long. Maybe there's some type of, there is always a slight trigger, which you never notice, and that you have the flood of feelings anyway. So just, it's a work in progress. It's always going to be a lifelong journey. But just work on not trying to figure out why and just letting your body and your mind do it, because there is a reason for it. Whether it's triggered or not, or we just don't know, there's a reason when we cry. Even if we don't know what it is, maybe our mind or our body has just taken too much and we need that release. Yes, eat chocolate, that solves everything.
Zoom user also said, when we were talking about, personality changes, that she has a personality for each day of the week. And even she doesn't know what it's going to be like. We're just women, LOL, and we're unpredictable anyway. Yeah, I know, like if I wake up in the morning, my partner knows not to say good morning to me all cheerful for a start, because I'm never cheerful in the morning, you know. I wake up in the morning, I just want to be left alone to just operate and do whatever I think I need to do to function. That's usually get a cappuccino, get a snack, a cup of tea as well, and look at my emails or something, or come on the group and check the notifications and things. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it takes me the day to find out what mood I'm in. Yeah. And you know what, it takes me all day, I guess. I don't even try and work out what mood I'm in. I give up with that. I just drop the whole thing for me. But it takes me all day until I'm really able to actually think clearly or anywhere near clearly about anything. I don't really switch on till like 11 o'clock at night or something. And that's when I'm thinking the best. And then I've got about 4 hours before really I need to get in bed again. Because I don't sleep till 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got no chance to sleep before that very often.
Mm-hmm.
And she went on to say that Kim made my day today.
Thank you, darling.
Okay. So she said, I don't even get a good morning sometimes. Yeah, man. See, you're lucky. See, I don't want no good mornings, man. Don't come near me going, good morning. Good, what's good about it? There's nothing good about it.
It's too early.
Yeah, man. Just don't say anything. You know what? If you want to do anything, just put your arms around me, give me a hug, kiss me on the neck, and then leave me to it. Well, don't anybody kissing me on the face. As soon as I woke up, I've probably got foul breath that you can cut through bank vaults with. You know.
It's handy though, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah. So she goes straight to her guinea pigs in the morning. That's it. So that's what you want. little squeaky thing that ain't no trouble at all, looking up at you with them little eyes. That's what you want. I can handle that in the morning. A pet. I can handle a pet in the morning, you know. Even if it was a cat moaning at me, I don't care. Yeah, so you know, she said no trouble at all. That's it. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. We hope our conversations have helped you in some way and to know that you're never alone with PTSD. Please like and subscribe and join our Facebook support groups. All the links are in the descriptions underneath all of our videos.